Now what you should do, I do this a lot, you should be standing there, as close as you can to this side here.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what? I'll mix it up. Yeah, go for it.
So you stand here. Shift your bag. I'll get you. You all right? I'll give you a lesson.
Don't watch. I'm here at the IBC over in Amsterdam. I'm going to be going inside in just a moment. We're going to check out a few of the exhibits and we'll sneak in some interviews with some industry pros. Yeah, I messed up. Turns out there's free beer everywhere and I got drunk the first day. And the second day. But those beers led to networking and a job offer. I'm here with Ed Lister. He's a DOP and he's been a DOP for the best part of 10 years in the business. Ed. I'm here with Ed Lister. He's a DOP and he's been in the business for about 10 years now. I'm here with Alex McLeod. He's an editor and a cameraman. So I'm here with Rob from Timecode Systems Limited. Rob, do us a favour, just tell us what you do and what you've done.
I'm Bob Glover from Australia. I've been in the industry for a long time. I started off as a trainee and became a computer video editor, a linear video editor, and moved into production and non-linear editing.
My work largely is either production or training, so I do train people to do what I do. So I'm a certified instructor in Premiere Pro, and over the years I've trained MTV, Comedy Central, CNN, Viacom, BBC, Channel 4, Paramount, all sorts of different people I've trained, because there's been a big shift in the industry from Final Cut Pro to Premiere Pro, and the two big players now is really Avid and Premiere Pro.
I'm a freelance sound recordist and I've been doing it for over 20 years now. I joined the BBC when I was 19 and I did an apprenticeship with them, and then I was made redundant in 2002 and then became a freelance sound recordist from that point.
The last 8, 9, 10 years I've been freelancing as a camera operator slash DOP slash producer. I'm here with the Calrec guys on their stand. We did their new commercial for them, for their new desk, the Brio, and it looks great on the stand up there.
So what kit do you use?
At the moment I'd shoot on a Sony FS700. It's a great camera with the Metabones, so I can use the Canon glass on there, Zeiss primes. But yeah, it's a great camera, high frame rate. You know, it's a little bit old now, but it's a beast, it's a workhorse, and I love it.
Gets to work, pays the bills, good stuff. Can you just describe for our listeners now who are struggling to get into the industry what your first year was like as a freelancer?
My journey was a little bit different.
It's pretty tough. Sort of a lot of days where you didn't do anything and you had to sort of get going to get your name around and sort of just keep spreading the word so you could get a gig, you know.
When I graduated from uni, I wanted to set up a business, so I actually set up a wedding video business.
Yeah, it was tough. As everyone knows, the industry's quite a tough one to get into. And I went down quite a different route, to be honest. At the time, I was actually working in a bar, and I saved up a lot of money that I could, all the money I could, and bought myself a basic piece of kit. I just got in with as many people as I could, filming and any event that I could find that people wanted something shooting, I kind of just did for free, really, just to try and get as much content, as much experience under my belt as I could.
And so I learned quite a lot, both in terms of camera skills and edit skills and all that kind of stuff. Post-university, that was probably the best thing I could have done, because you are actually delivering a product.
I reckon you've got to start low just to be on the film set. So even if you're I don't know, the driver or making tea or whatever, you're on the set. You're exposed to the industry.
Did you find having your own kit at the beginning made it easier to get working, start getting that experience?
I think so. I mean, you can obviously hire your own kit and get in that way, but I didn't really know at the time. And I think having the kit kind of gave me the opportunity.
What would you have done to make your first year as a freelancer easier if you had today's technology and the internet?
Oh, that's really good. That's a really good question.
A big thing now is online. You can basically find a tutorial for anything. You know, if you don't know how to even do the basic things, to white balance a camera or to, you know, even to just edit, you can pretty much find a tutorial on anything just to self-teach yourself. And I don't think that was available, not as much back when I was first starting out. You know, now if you want to learn how to do something, you can literally go online and type on YouTube how to do this, and it's there for you, free. And I think that's amazing.
You know, you can approach people. So, you know, if you find out who's done the cinematography on a TV show, they'll be on LinkedIn, and so you can approach them. And people get flattered by that stuff. If you go, you know, okay, so I've just watched a daytime telly documentary, and I really like the way they've done that particular part. Research, watch the credits, find out who did it, and you'll get that name, and you can follow that name on Twitter, and you can go on LinkedIn and you can approach that name. Things are a lot easier now than they used to be.
Find the cameramen who do those documentaries and go and talk to them. But don't talk to them saying, I'm really good, I'm going to come and work for you. But just say, can I just come and talk to you about how you work on a documentary? Just get to know people.
So I came to the IBC not knowing what to expect, and I can tell you now it is freaking awesome. Check out some of these gadgets. How are you finding the IBC? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's great. There's a lot to take in. I looked at my phone yesterday and my pedometer said I'd walked 5 miles just around a lot of the halls, and that I've not even covered half of it yet. But yeah, there's a lot of geeky stuff you can check out. There's everything here for no matter what you do, there's something here for you, and it's phenomenal.
I've just been over to the Rycote stand. And guess who's featured in their magazine? That's me with the bob hat on. Thank you, Rycote. So how do you currently find work now?
I'm at a stage now where I know enough people that there's work going, and if there's work going and I can do it, they'll ring me up and say, look, there's a job next week.
So it's all word of mouth then?
All of it. I don't advertise. My website is non-existent. I don't have one. I've got a Twitter.
Actually, yeah, I figured that out. I was trying to Google you yesterday, and you don't come up anywhere.
No, I don't. Because I don't really need to.
That's pretty solid if you don't even need to put yourself out there anymore. You're just getting regular work. It's all been networking.
It's just building networks.
It's generally word of mouth, and I would say, you know, it's just a question of just talk to everybody on a production, because everybody is at some point might be your boss.
Word of mouth spreads it's like wildfire really in the industry, because people want reliable individuals, and if you make yourself reliable to someone and they know it, they're going to pass your word on. And so for me at the moment, everything's really like word of mouth.
It seems there's a reoccurring theme, and that is word of mouth. Networking is critical. Give me one internet resource and one gadget that you couldn't live without.
Internet resource, Dropbox. Gadget, Premiere Pro.
Internet resource probably would be, it's a really lame one, but it would be YouTube. But mostly the thing that I'd live without would be my kit. I think my kit's like an electronic version of me.
So, give me one internet resource and one gadget that you can't live without.
Couldn't live without Reddit, because as an editor you have to kill a lot of time in between renders and whatnot. And Reddit is essentially the front page of the internet. It's like a global message board, and there is a lot of things that goes on there. Photoshop battles is quite good. There's many things on Reddit, and I couldn't be without it. Kit-wise or equipment-wise, whatever.
Gadget.
My Voigtlander f9.5 25mm lens with my pocket cine camera.
That's your favourite lens, obviously.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Joining a forums are really good, just to talk to people and just to get a feel for what's going on in the industry and what kit's being used. One of the things that I love is just, I can't remember, there's a Sennheiser website. If you're traveling abroad, it's just for looking at the frequencies which you can use all over the world for your radio mics. It's really critical, and a lot of people don't do it, but if you go to America and you use the wrong frequency, you won't get any range on your radio mics, so it's worth doing the research. So the internet's brilliant. Kit, I couldn't live without. I absolutely love my sound devices. I'm going to go through them all actually. I love Ryco. I've worked with Ryco ever since I started, and their products are getting better and better. But just for like timecode systems for me is really, really useful. So as a freelance sound recordist, we have to obviously now use timecode a lot on location. And when I first started, it was just very simple. We'd turn up with a mixer and a microphone and plug into the back of a camera, and then away we'd go and we'd shoot all over the world. Whereas now, you turn up and you've got to record separately in your bag, and they want you to look after timecode, and you've got to look after obviously all your sound as well. And so you're looking for products that are going to make that really easy for you. So I find that having used timecode systems products, it's just really simple for me to just deal with the timecode and then be able to get on with the actual job which we've got to do, which is get really good sound for people.
So where can we find out more about you?
You can go to @thepremierguy on Twitter. Do that, and then anything else you can just get in touch with me on there.
So there we go. That's Ed Lister, DOP cameraman. Check him out at
flagtimefilms.com or Twitter @flagtimefilms.
Great stuff. Catch you soon.
Stop. There, mate.
Yeah. I'm over in the audio hall at the moment, and for those who haven't already guessed it, yes, I am a sound engineer, and this is my domain. And if there's one thing I've learned about the IBC, besides all the unbelievable amount of kit, let's have a look at this way actually. That's pretty impressive. There's a great opportunity for networking. You need to get down to the bar. Yes, there is a bar, and not only that, there is free beer everywhere. I've already had one job offer, which is fantastic, and I might even take it actually. That concludes our weekend. It was a little bit of a scramble there. I blame it on the booze, but yeah, I'm back at the airport now. I'm on my way back to Liverpool Airport, where I can get back, get this video edited, and show you guys what I've been up to. So I really hope you got some value out of this weekend. I had a couple of great interviews there, made a few contacts. Definitely going next year. Anyone who wants to join me on next year's, then just drop me an email, give me a shout, and we'll meet up there.